Sadhgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, Ramayana 181. As you may remember, Rama told Lakshman to take Sita to a safe space. Lakshman took up his bow and arrows, and as Rama had instructed him, he led Sita to a safe cave. Rama waited to see them enter the cave and sighed with relief. He put on his armor and he strung his bow, strapped his quiver to his shoulder, and stood there looking as glorious as fire, which burns without smoke. The rishis in the forest thought that Lord Mahadev was there before them, with his famed pinaka in his hand. The anger on the brow of Rama was like the third eye of the Lord. Rama waited, and the noise of the army came louder to his ears. He pulled the string of his bow, and the noise of the twang was frightening. The army was approaching him, and very soon it was close at hand. Even the Vanadevatas were not able to look at Rama, who was looking like an image of fury. And they thought, too, that this was how Mahadev must have looked when he destroyed the yagna of Daksha. Kara had now come very near the ashram. He saw Rama, who stood with bow in hand. He asked his chariot to be brought before Rama. Kara began to shoot arrows at Rama, and his army did the same thing. Hundreds of arrows, thousands of arrows, looking like the rays of the sun, were rushing toward Rama. The Rakshasas hurled their weapons at Rama. Tridents, sickles, axes, and several other different weapons. The arrows looked like the rain which falls in the mountain Himavan, even as the sea lets all the rivers drain into it and is unaffected by it. Rama stood unmoved by the onslaught of the warriors of Kara, of the army of Kara, and the arrows of Kara. Rama's body was hurt in several places, but he fought calmly. He looked like the rain cloud lit up by the setting sun. Rama's bow was now bent almost to a circle. Arrow on arrow left his hand, and each arrow claimed a life. The devas who stood in the skies could not see when he took up his arrow, when he fixed it to the string, when he pulled the string, and when he released it. The dexterity with which he was handling the bow and arrows was a source of wonder to all of them. The Rakshasas died in tens, in hundreds, and thousands. Horses which were yoked to the chariots, elephants with the mahouts, were all strewn on the ground, rendered lifeless by the arrows of Rama. Arrows by name Nalika, Naracha, and Vikarni were especially fierce and painful, and the army screamed with fear and pain when hurt by them. Panic set in, and they all rushed to Kara. He could see the devastation in the group of brave and valiant Rakshasas who had made up his immense army. He was furious with Rama, and collecting all of them together, he went to the presence of Rama. Emboldened by the nearness of their chief, they began to fight again with vigor. Rama took up the astra by name Gandharva, and after invoking it, he sent it towards the army of Kara. Myriads of arrows were emerging from the single bow which he held, and the quarters were darkened because the arrows filled them. The arrows were now changed to 5-headed serpents, and they killed the Rakshasas. A large portion of Kara's army had been destroyed completely, and it was a really large slice. Dushana came to the forefront and began to fight with Rama. 5,000 men surrounded him. Rama warded off all their weapons and stones and trees which were being hurled at him, and his arrows replied the onslaught. Sant Gurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.